It's near game time now, and the unbeaten Georgia Tech team races onto the field from the south gate. Then the Rebels of Ole Miss run a gauntlet of cheering admirers as they come on from the north gate. Captains Hal Miller and George Morris of Georgia Tech, Richard Weiss and Jim Ingram of Ole Miss meet at midfield for the toss. Tech wins the toss, elects to defend the south gold, and Georgia Tech will kick off. And now here we go with the 19th annual Sugar Bowl game. Glenn Turner boots the ball. Lee Paisley takes it for Ole Miss on his own 12-yard line, cuts up for the right sideline and dashes to the 43 before he's finally tracked down. First play from scrimmage, and Lear circles right in for 3 yards. The Rebs' great quarterback, Lear, drops back now, looks for a pass receiver, throws to Wilson Dillard, good for 14 and a first down on the Tech 43. Al Lofton hits the middle on a handoff. He picks up a yard, but Ole Miss is offside. It's Jimmy the King Lear dropping back now, looking for a man to pass to, can't find him, runs to the right, and finally stops and heaves. Complete to Dick Westerman for 20 yards and a first down on the 30-yard stripe. Wilson Dillard smashes up the middle for 14 yards more, and it's another first down, this time on the Tech 15. And now quarterback Lear keeps the ball, drives to the left side, and picks up 7 yards. Tech takes time out, but then Lofton comes back and cracks the middle for 4 yards and a first down on Tech's 4. Dillard tears through the middle for 3 yards more, and it's a yard short of a touchdown. But again, it's Wilson Dillard cracking the middle, and this time he's over. Ole Miss scored. Wilson Dillard holds, Jimmy Lear doing the kicking. His boots up in the air, and it splits the uprights for the extra point. Ole Miss leads 7-0. The Rebels got their touchdown in just 8 plays. Matthews of Ole Miss puts the ball in play. He kicks off deep into Georgia Tech territory. Billy Tees receives on the Tech 4-yard line, and he returns to the 26 before Harris finally stops him. Tech on the offensive now, and it's Glenn Turner picking up 2 yards at left guard. Then Billy Tees gets the ball, circles left end for 2 yards before he steps out of bounds on the 30. The ball's moved back, and now it's 3rd down and 6 as Brigman wheels, fades, passes to Jeff Knox. They're in for 7 yards and a first down on Tech's 36. Leon Hardeman skirts right end next for 2 yards before Mangum comes up to stop him head on. Billy Tees takes a pitch out, but he loses 3 yards this time as Parker grabs him and drops him. Makes it 3rd down and 11. Bill Brigman, the quarterback, drops back and passes to Billy Tees for a gain of 5. Patton comes up and knocks him to the ground. Then Tech goes into punt formation. It's Dave Davis deep, takes the snap from center and gets off the boot, but it's short. And Morris grounds it on the Rebels' 36-yard line. Ole Miss in the attack again. Lofton goes over right guard and picks up 3 yards. Then Dick Westerman takes a pitch out and circles left end for 2. That makes it 3rd and 5. Lear gets the ball, gives it to Lofton, but he slips and goes down for a loss of 2 yards. Now Ole Miss drops back into punt formation. It's Jimmy Lear, their triple threat quarterback deep. He gets off the kick, and it carries 53 yards from scrimmage, rolling dead on Tech's 8-yard line. So now Tech deep in their own territory, takes over. Turner picks up 4 at left guard. Then it's Turner again, smacking at the Rebel right tackle and grabbing off 7 yards and a first down. On the next play, Billy Tees fumbles, and Ingram comes through to recover for Ole Miss on the Tech 19. Once again, the Rebels threaten. University of Mississippi has the ball. 1st and 10 of the Tech 19. Here's Dick Westerman circling left end and driving for 9 yards deep into Georgia Tech territory. The drop-off goes to Hal Lofton, but he fails to dent the middle of the Tech line. However, in the next play, Wilson Dillard takes a pitch out, drifts to his right, and throws to Westerman for a first down on the 7. Then Westerman goes to the 4-yard line before Larry Morris stops him. Wilson Dillard bangs the middle, but the Rebels were offside, and the ball goes back to the 8. On the next one, Jimmy Lear keeps the ball, races to his left, looks for a man to throw to, gets it off to Lofton, and it's good for a gain of 6, just short of a score. That makes it 3rd down and 2, and here's Dick Westerman cracking center for 1 yard. Then Dillard hits the middle of the line. There's a pileup. Is he over? It's very close. The referee places the ball inches from the goal line, and Georgia Tech takes over. The ball goes to the Jackets, and on the very first play following, Davis kicks out from deep in his own end zone. His long punt rolls down to the Ole Miss 44, where Reed picks it up, tries to head back upfield, but he's swarmed under on the 48. First down and 10 now for the Rebels in their own 48-yard line. Jimmy Lear drops back quickly to pass. It's intended for Lofton, but fails to connect. Lear under center, fades back again. He's going to try another pass. This time it's intended for Westerman, but he overshoots his target. Lear with the ball, fumbles, and Trainer of Georgia Tech drives through to drop on it on the Rebels 49. So the ball goes over to Tech, and here's Billy Tees picking up a yard before James and Mims check in. Tees gets the pigskin again. This time he's off right tackle for 4. That makes it 3rd and 5. And for the 3rd straight time, it's Billy Tees. He slides off the left side and gallops 15 yards for a first down on the Tech 28. Tees carries again, and he gains a yard this time. 2nd down and 9. Hardeman tries to sweep the right side, but Jim Mast drifts over, grabs him, and stops him for a loss. Bill Brigman fades back, leaps up, and throws a pass to Buck Martin for a gain of 7. Glenn Turner cracks right guard for 3 and a first down. The ball's now on the Rebels' 18-yard line. There's a pitch out. Hardeman swinging to the left side, and he drives for 9 yards as the first quarter ends. With the score standing, Ole Miss 7, Georgia Tech nothing. Now as we move into the second period, the Rebels leading. Turner hits the middle, but he loses a yard. Then Billy Tees picks up 2 yards, and it's a first down on the Ole Miss 8. Glenn Turner goes over right tackle. He's hit hard. The ball pops into the air, but Glenn grabs it for a gain of 4 yards in the play. Turner fails to gain at the middle in the next one. But he comes right back. Again, it's Turner cracking the middle for 3 yards this time. Tech is 1 yard from pay dirt. Brigman keeps the ball. He's over on a quarterback sneak. Tech has scored. Now they'll try for that all-important extra point. It's Brannon holding. Pepper Rogers kicking. His boots up in the air. And it's good. The score is tied. Ole Miss 7, Georgia Tech 7. Now Glenn Turner kicks off from the Ole Miss 45-yard line this time. Lee Paisley takes it in the end zone, where the Rebel grounds the ball. Ole Miss in possession again, 1st and 10 on the 20. And Wilson Dillard picks up 3 yards through the middle. Lofton hits over guard, and he's good for 3 yards more. 3rd down and 4 yards to go. There's a quick pitch out. Around the left side goes Dick Westerman, cuts back in and travels for 19 yards and a first down on the 44. Jimmy Lear keeps it, and he fails to gain as Hensley makes the tackle. Then Dillard goes inside right end and slides for a gain of 5 yards. 3rd down 5 at midfield. Jimmy Lear fades back. Looks for Jim Slay. His pass is in the air. Slay grabs it, shakes loose from 2 Tech tacklers, and races for the goal line. It looks like he might go all the way, but here comes George Morris up from behind to dump him on the 5-yard stripe. First down, just 5 yards to go for a TD, and Dillard hits center for 2 yards. Ole Miss up the line of scrimmage. Here's Lofton carrying to the 2-yard line where Larry Morris stops him. Now Jimmy Lear keeps the ball, tries to go at right guard, but he slips and falls for no gain. 4th down, 2 yards to go. Ole Miss has one more chance to punch it across. Dillard takes the pitch out, tries to sweep right end, but Moorhead and Rudolph stop him on the 3. And so the ball goes over to Georgia Tech. The Jackets get a penalty for delaying the game, and then Dave Davis kicks out from deep in his own end zone. The ball travels to midfield, where Reed takes it for Ole Miss. However, Jimmy Morris comes charging down and throws him back to the 45. Rebels in the attack once again, and Hal Lofton hits left guard, picking up 3 yards. Then Jimmy the King Lear fades back to pass, but Hensley charges through and throws him for a 12-yard loss. Again, Lear fades the pass, and watch that hard-charging Yellow Jacket line. He's hurried, chased, runs to the right, looks for somebody to throw that ball to, finally heaves it, but it's incomplete. Ole Miss goes into punt formation then. Jimmy Lear standing deep, gets the boot off. It's taken by Bobby Moorhead on the Tech 20. Moorhead swings back upfield and returns to the 30-yard line. That makes it 1st and 10 for Tech, their own 30-yard line. Leon Hardiman, voted the game's outstanding player, hits center and charges for 8 yards. Then Billy T sweeps the left side, almost breaks into the clear and swings for 18 yards and a 1st down on the Ole Miss 44. Tech working out of the tee, and Turner hits off right tackle, picking up a yard. 2nd and 9. Leon Hardiman again, and he bucks the center of the Ole Miss line, plowing through for 6 yards. Bill Brigman, the Tech quarterback, fakes, fades, leaps, and passes to Dave Davis for a 1st down on the Ole Miss 29-yard stripe. Then it's Turner taking a handoff. He barrels off tackle and drives for 7 yards. 2nd down, 3 yards to go. Leon Hardiman plows off right guard and bullets through for 6 yards and a 1st down on the 16. Larry Ruffin in the game at halfback for Georgia Tech, and he fails in an attempt to sweep left end as Reed comes up from the secondary to hit him hard amidships. Hardiman then goes through the middle of the Ole Miss line for 8 more yards, and the ball's on the 8-yard line of the Rebels. Hardiman again, and he picks up a yard at right guard. 3rd and 1, and again it's Hardiman, this time for a 1st down with a buck at the middle. Glenn Turner takes the drop off, and he picks up 2 at right tackle. That makes it 2nd down on the 5. Turner once more gets the handoff, and he fails in a smash at right guard. However, Hardiman takes a quick pitch out, attempts to pass to Knox, but it's out of his reach. So Pepper Rogers comes in to try for a field goal. Brannon holds the ball. There's the boot. And it's good. Georgia Tech leads 10-7. As usual, it's Glenn Turner kicking off for Tech. His boot is low, and it rolls down to Wilson Dillard on the Ole Miss 10-yard line. Wilson scoops it up and returns to the 24 before he stops. That puts Ole Miss back on the offensive. Jimmy Lear fades back into the slot and throws a long forward pass to Alan Muirhead. But Jakey Rudolph leaps up to deflect it. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Lear once again drops back to attempt another long forward pass. Once more, his intended receiver is Muirhead. He's chased to the right sideline, throws, but fails to hit the target. Al Lofton on a delayed buck, then cracks left guard and picks up 4 yards. So it's 4th down, and Ole Miss lines up in punt formation. Jimmy Lear booting again. He kicks downfield to Jake Rudolph, who signals for a fair catch in Georgia Tech's 41. Rogers in at quarterback. On the offensive, he throws to Turner, who runs to the 40-yard line. Watch him. He's tackled, loses control of the ball, but recovers for a gain of 12 and a 1st down. How about that? Once again, Rogers back to pass. It's a wobbly one intended for Jeff Knox, but incomplete. Brigman replaces Rogers at quarterback. He goes back to pass. Can't find a receiver, so he tries to run. But he falls and loses 7 yards. And that's the end of the 1st half. The score, Georgia Tech 10, Ole Miss 7. The sun shines on the capacity crowd that's enjoying this great collegiate spectacle. The bowl makes a grand sight with every nook and cranny crammed with happy holiday fans. Located on the campus of Tulane University, the Sugar Bowl is the largest steel-constructed stadium in the world today. Now let's go down to the field to see the halftime entertainment. The Georgia Tech band in white and gold enters the field to present a patriotic pageant. The band forms a Liberty Bell in a salute to the Declaration of Independence. The band breaks this formation and forms T-E-C-H, Tech. And here is President Blake Van Lear of the Georgia Institute of Technology. Now here are the sweethearts of New Orleans, the Sugarettes, 150 public high school students. The Sugarettes inaugurate the 150th anniversary of the Louisiana Purchase by depicting 3 periods of history through dances. First, the Sugarettes danced the waltz and minuet, so popular with the Beaux and Belles in 1853, 50th anniversary of the Purchase. In 1903, when the 100th anniversary of the Purchase was commemorated, the cakewalk was the dance most popular with the youth of the Southland. And now, in 1953, the Sugarettes are in the atomic age, and the tempo of the dance, expressive of the era, is another product of the South, jazz. The Ole Miss band comes onto the field next under the largest Confederate flag ever created and forms D-I-X-I-E, Dixie. Cotton is king in Dixie, and the rebel band, the Rebelettes and Majorettes, form a crown for their own queen of cotton. Dave Schiffarelli, national champion baton twirler, exhibits her skill to the plaudits of the fans. The rebel band forms an outline map of the Magnolia State, and Chancellor John Williams of the University of Mississippi presents Dora Lee Livingston, lovely Miss Mississippi, to the vast audience. As the Ole Miss band marches off the field, the Rebels in jackets get ready for the start of the 3rd quarter of this 19th annual Sugar Bowl Classic. And here we go, the 3rd period, and Glenn Turner kicks off for Tech to Lee Paisley. Paisley receives the Ole Miss 23, and back he gallops to the 28-yard line where he's dumped. Spires is in at quarterback now for Ole Miss, McCool at full, and it's McCool picking up a yard. Spires, the second-string quarterback, fades back to pass. He's rushed very hard by that aggressive Georgia Tech forward wall, and his pass is incomplete. Spires again back to pass. This time it's intended for Bridges, and it's good for 11 yards and a first down on the 41. However, this time Spires fumbles, and George Morris recovers for Tech on the Ole Miss 44. It's Georgia Tech's ball, first down. Billy Tease takes the quick pitch out, sweeps the left side, and goes for 2. Then it's fullback Glenn Turner cracking left guard for 6 yards. Stumpy Leon Hardeman churns through left guard for 12 yards and a first down. He almost gets away. Bill Brigman, the quarterback, fades and throws a pass to Jeff Knox. But Kennard of Ole Miss intercepts on the 5-yard line and returns to the Ole Miss 17, cutting short a Georgia Tech threat. First down, 10 for Ole Miss. Paisley fumbles a handoff, and Thaden recovers in the Rebel 18. It's Georgia Tech's ball. Jackets in the offensive again. Turner hits the center of the line for 2 yards. Then Brigman wheels, fakes to Turner, and pitches out to Hardeman, who sweeps right end for 4 yards. It's 3rd and 4. Brigman fakes twice, then leaps in the air, passes to Dave Davis, but he made the catch out of bounds. It's no good. Hardeman takes that quick pitch out, and he throws a pass intended for Jeff Knox. The ball's deflected and caught by Hal Miller, who carries to the 6 for a first down. Glenn Turner cracks right tackle now for 5 yards, and the ball's on the 1-yard stripe, just short of a score. Brigman keeps it. He goes over for the touchdown, but wait. No, Georgia Tech was offside. The ball's placed on the 6-yard line instead. And here we go. Hardeman races inside left end, and in he goes for the touchdown. Georgia Tech has scored again. Pepper Rogers will try for that extra point. It's Brandon holding the ball. He spots it. Rogers kicks. The kick is good. Tech leads 17-7. Glenn Turner sets the game back in operation as he kicks off to Dillard on the Ole Miss 14. Wilson grabs the ball and returns to the 32, where he's met and dumped. Alan Muirhead runs over right guard for 7 yards. Wilson Dillard again, and he picks up 2 at guard before George Morris checks in. Muirhead picks up 3 yards at the middle for a first down. Then the drop-off goes to McCool. He tries to sweep the right side, but fails to gain. 2nd and 10. And here's Dillard again on a cross buck. He picks up a yard. Lear holds on to it. Fades back into the pocket. Passes deep to Dillard, but George Morris breaks it up. Jimmy Lear in punt formation. Takes a snap from center, punts from his own 45. Moorhead signals for a fair catch. Is tackled and fumbles, and the Rebels recover, but Ole Miss is penalized 15 yards for interference. Tech gets the ball on the 39. Pepper Rogers calling signals, and a handoff. Tees picks up 5 at right guard. Then Glenn Turner breaks over right tackle for 8 yards and a first down. Leon Hardeman hits the center of the line, and he's good for 5 yards more. Turner, the quick handoff, and over right tackle he goes for 4 yards this time. Now the ball goes out quickly to Leon Hardeman. He cuts for the right side, and he eludes a couple of tacklers en route as he picks up 9 yards and a first down on the Ole Miss 32. Pepper Rogers, dropping back to pass, throws a quick one out on the flat to Tees, who goes up the sideline for 7 yards. Then it's Rogers handing off to Turner, who picks up 2 at right tackle. Quarterback Pepper Rogers enters center, fades back to throw a forward pass. He heaves it, intended for Dave Davis, but it's wide of the target. Now the pitch out goes to Larry Ruffin, who sweeps left end and drives for 6 yards to the Ole Miss 2. That makes it 4th down, just 2 yards for a score. Rogers passes again, intended for Jeff Knox, but it's incomplete. Tech is offside, but Ole Miss refuses the penalty and takes over on her own 2-yard line. Dillard comes crashing out of his own end zone over left guard for 3 yards. Then Lear takes the ball, fumbles, but recovers. A loss of a yard in the play. Lear punting from deep in the end zone. He kicks out, and the ball rolls dead on the Rebels' 34-yard stripe. First down and 10, and Tech swings into action again. The handoff goes to Dick Pretz on a cross buck. He hits off left guard for 2 yards. A delayed pitch out to Leon Hardeman. Leon swings wide to the right, and then in a brilliant exhibition of broken field running, he scampers 32 yards for what appears to be a touchdown. But no, it's no score. The officials charge Tech with clipping. The play's called back. Action resumes once again on Tech's 41-yard line. Rogers fades to pass, but he overthrows Jeff Knox, his intended receiver. Rogers back again to throw. This time, he heaves out into the flat, intended for Ruffin, but it's out of bounds and incomplete. Dave Davis deep, punts out, aiming for the sideline. The ball rolls out on the Ole Miss 17, where it's 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Lear hands off to Wilson Dillard, who hits off right guard for 2 yards. Again, the ball goes to Dillard and a pitch out this time. And he drives for 2 more yards as the third quarter ends. The score, Georgia Tech 17, Ole Miss 7 as we move into the final period of play. Third down, 4 yards for Ole Miss in the 21. Ball goes out to Wilson Dillard, but Hensley and Thaden run him out of bounds. Then Lear punts to Jake Rudolph of Georgia Tech. The Tech safety man signals for a fair catch on the Georgia Tech 37. Back on the offensive once more. Dick Pretz takes the pitch out, cuts back at right tackle, picks up a yard. Then Larry Ruffin sweeps left end for 8 yards before Mangum and Linton bring him down. Fullback Glenn Turner loses 4 yards as the Rebels close ranks. Tech's backfield was in motion on the play, but Ole Miss refuses the penalty. So Dave Davis punts for Georgia Tech. The ball is fielded by Patton on the Ole Miss 19, but he gets nowhere. Schuler and Hall pile him under. Ole Miss's ball, 1st and 10, their own 19. The delayed pitch out goes to Westerman. He attempts to sweep his left end, but fails to gain. Then Hal Lofton picks up 1 yard at left guard. Jimmy Lear hangs onto the ball, circles around to his right, fades, and attempts a forward pass to Dick Westerman, but he misses. So in the next play, Lear drops back to kick from his own 6-yard line. He boots the ball out to the Ole Miss 41, where it rolls dead, bounding backwards, and there she lies. First down for Tech on Ole Miss's 41-yard line. Larry Ruffin picks up a yard at a crack at tackle. Leon Hardeman takes a pitch out after a fake and drives for 5 yards. Pepper Rogers keeps it, throws out in the flat to Hardeman, and it's good for a gain of 9 yards and a first down on the Ole Miss 27-yard line. Georgia Tech threatening again as Glenn Turner hits off left guard and piles through for a yard. Then Pepper Rogers takes it, but he fumbles. However, he recovers for a gain of 2. Now watch this one. Rogers fades, can't find a receiver, runs to his right, finally decides to throw, and he spots Knox in the end zone, hits him with a pass for a touchdown. Georgia Tech has scored again. It's Brandon holding. Rogers kicking. The extra point tries up in the air, and it's good. Georgia Tech leads 24-7. And here's Glenn Turner kicking off once again. His kickoff's taken by Yelverton, who returns from the 32 to the 38-yard line of Ole Miss. Running from scrimmage, Lofton hits right guard for 2 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8. Pitch out goes to Wilson Dillard, who swings wide to the right and gains 4 yards on this play. Lear keeps the ball, fades, passes to Dickerson for a first down on Tech's 48. Again, Lear goes back to pass. He looks for Dillard, finally connects, but it's a gain of only 2 yards as Morris runs him down. On the play following, Lofton reels through a hole at right guard for 5 yards. Wilson Dillard hits off tackle on a quick opener for 5 more and a first down on the Tech 37. Now it's Lear going back to throw still another pass. He heaves a long one way downfield, but Brannon of Georgia Tech leaps high and grabs the ball on the Georgia Tech 5. Brannon picks up a few interferers and runs back to the Jackets 26 before he stops. Georgia Tech takes over once again, and here's Leon Hardeman, the game's outstanding player, sweeping right end for 3 yards. But the ball goes back to 10 after a clipping penalty. Now the quick pitch out goes to Larry Ruffin, and he sweeps left end, picking up 3 yards in the play. Rogers drops back to pass, lobs one out in the flat to Leon Hardeman, and Leon picks up steam and a covey of blockers and rambles down to the 28, a gain of 15 yards in the play. Dave Davis punting now. He boots downfield to Reed of Ole Miss. who fields the ball, tries to come back, but he's dropped in the Ole Miss 23. First and 10, Rebels in possession. Dick Westerman takes the pitch, and he drives for a yard. Lear pitches out, barely getting the ball away to Dillard. It's low, he fumbles, and finally recovers for a loss of 6 yards. Now Lear keeps the ball after a fake, drops back to pass, slips, almost loses his footing, but recovers, and then runs toward the right sideline and drives down to the 36 for a gain of 18 yards and a first down. On the next play, the ball carrier's Dick Westerman. He takes off around left end, but the Rebels are offside, and they lose 5 yards as the play's called back. Blair gets it next, and this time he runs around left end, but slips and loses 4 yards. Lear back to pass, can't find a receiver, elects to run instead and picks up 2 at guard. The pitch out goes out to Paisley. He fades to his right and throws to Blair for a gain of 14 yards on the play. It's Blair again hitting the center of the line for 4 yards and a first down on the Ole Miss 47. Now quarterback Jimmy Lear fades quickly and throws to Reggie Ott for 13 yards and a first down on the Tech 34. Ole Miss trying desperately to get back into the game on the aerial arm of Jimmy Lear. He sights his man, heaves, it's complete to Bridges. Another pass, good for 14 yards and a first down on the 20. And here's Lear back to pass again. He tries to connect with Dickerson this time, but watch out, Larry Morris intercepts in the 9 and returns to Tech's 22. Georgia Tech's ball now on her 22. Chappell Reinl fumbles. The ball is loose, and Weiss recovers for Ole Miss on the Jackets' 11-yard line. Reggie Ott hits off left guard now for 4 yards. Blair picks up 2 in a quick opener. Lear drops back quickly, passes to Bridges, but Larry Morris knocks it down, barely missing an interception. But Jimmy Lear comes back again. He fades to throw, still another one. And this time, George Morris intercepts on the 4 and returns to the 16 where he steps out of bounds. Georgia Tech's ball once more. Dick Pretz takes the pitch out, sweeps the left side, and drives for 6 yards. Jimmy Morris, the ball carrier in the next play, running to the opposite side. He's good for 4 yards and a first down. Edge hits the middle for 1 yard, and that's it. The game is over. Georgia Tech's unbeaten Yellow Jackets do it again. The final score, 24-7. You know, already the Sugar Bowlers are preparing their 20th program for the enjoyment of the nation's millions of fans. Why not plan to visit New Orleans, historic city of culture and charm, the home of the Sugar Bowl? And now this is Mel Levitt extending best wishes of the Sugar Bowlers and bidding you au revoir.